Good day, everyone. We are the group 4 and we are tasked to study or to read the case study number 4 and then case study number 10. So, um, me and my co-members will be discussing first the case study number 4, and it is titled Weavers of Hope and Change, the story of Ginadiongan Elementary School. Ginadiongan is one of the 21st barangays that comprise the municipality of Capoocan, Leyte. So, Ginadiongan community can be reached by boat in less than an hour. So, Ginadiongan community is a remote areas wherein they have limited resources from uh, like livelihood and others. So their livelihood is are fishing and farming, but the main economic activities of most families are paypay weaving or making woven native pants and sadok making, famously known as salakot or a wide brimmed hat made of anahaw. But these uh, activities is not enough uh, to provide their needs because umaasa rin naman sila sa mga big uh, companies or businesses. So kapag mahina ang bentahan ng product, so ang ibang company is may matumal din na kukuha ng resources o mga products sa kanila. So hindi pa rin ito sapat na economic activities para sa pangangailangan ng mga tao doon sa Ginadiongan community. So, punta naman tayo sa religion. So, sa religion doon ng mga ah, tao sa Ginadiongan, so 90% doon ay mga Roman Catholic. And then 5% doon is mga kasali sa Seventh-day Adventist. And then yung 5% naman ay kasali sa Iglesia ni Cristo. So, let's proceed naman sa school profile. So, majority of the pupils enrolled at Ginadiongan Elementary School are from within the city. Meron namang nag-enroll na mga students from near barangay or near barangay. So, in here, um, from kindergarten to grade 6, merong tagi-isang teacher. I mean, sa kindergarten, meron tayong uh, isang separate or it also offers separate kindergarten class managed and supervised by a male teacher from nearby barangay. And sa grades 1 and 2, meron tayong isang teacher. Grades 3 and 4, meron tayong isang teacher. Grades 5 and 6, meron tayong isang teacher. In a total of 4 teacher ang nagtuturo doon sa Ginadiongan Elementary School. Ito rin ay tinatawag na class combination. So, dito sa ating data, sa in a year 2017 to 2018, as we can see, we have here mas madami yung um, mas madami yung enrollees na male kaysa sa female. Kasi uh, according sa data na mas madami ang pinapanganak na lalaki compare sa pinapanganak na babae. Kaya mas madami din ang nag-enroll na lalaki kaysa sa babae. So, sa kindergarten, meron tayong total of 13 na students. Grades 1 and 2 naman, meron tayong 27. Grade 3 and 4, meron tayong total of 24 na students. Grade 5 and 6, meron tayong total of 28. So, all in all, meron tayong 92 enrollees. So in here, based on focus group discussions and key informants, interviews with the school head and other multi-grade implementers, the number of pupils has declined due to poverty and destruction brought by Typhoon Yolanda to the community, results to relocation or migration of some residents. And isa pa doon, yung reason bakit nag-migrate yung ibang families is because kulang nga sila sa income or uh, hindi sapat yung livelihood na meron doon sa Ginadiongan community. So in here, at table 40, Ginadiongan Elementary School and enrollment from year 2014 to 2015 to 2017 to 2018. So sa school year na to, sa 2014 to 2015 hanggang 27 to 2018, nagpapakita talaga yung data na mas madami talaga ang enrollees na male compare sa female. Pero sa year 2014 to 2015, meron tayong 131 na enrollees. Pero habang tumatagal from year 2015 hanggang 2018, we can see in the data na bumaba talaga ang mga nag enroll sa Ginabiongan Elementary School. So let's in here, sabi ng school head na si Miss Lani M. Rivera, the school head assigned in July 2015, believes that every child should be treated equally and receive equal learning opportunities and meaningful experiences. So this inclusive education orientation promotes the elimination of barriers to education on account of poverty, ethnicity, age, and or disability. So Ginabiongan Elementary School also promotes mutual respect and good relationships between and among learners and teachers so that everyone can participate meaningfully in the learning process. So let's proceed to the school performance indicators. So access and participation. So the number of pupils has declined due to poverty. So yun na. So let's proceed to table 41. So the Ginadiongan Elementary School classification of learners. So dito pinapakita ay itong data nito is year 2017 to 2018 lang. Excuse me. Thanks God. So, dito sa data na ito, pinapakita na kung meron bang overage learners and kung sino-sino ay kung ilan yung kasali sa four-piece learners recipients. So, yun na nga, meron tayong 92 students. So, for kindergarten, meron tayong zero number of overage and then meron din tayong zero data para sa four-piece learners. So sa kindergarten, alam naman natin na merong 13 na enrollees. So for grade 1 naman, meron tayong 15 enrollees. Pero sa 15 enrollees na yon, meron tayong isang overage and then dalawang kasali sa 4-piece. So for grade 2, meron tayong 12 enrollees, 2 for overage, and meron tayong 3 students or enrollees na kasali sa 4-piece. For grade 3 naman, meron tayong um, 0 overage, and then meron tayong 7 na kasali sa 4-piece recipients. So for grade 4, meron tayong 12 enrollees, 0 para sa overage, and then meron tayong 10 na kasali sa 4-piece recipients. And for grade 5, meron tayong 11 enrollees, 0 para sa overage learners, and 11 enrollees para sa kasali sa 4-piece recipients. So, sa grade 6 naman, meron tayong 0 para sa grade 6 and meron naman tayong 10 students na kasali sa 4-piece recipient. So, in a total of 92 enrollees, so 92 enrollees is equal to 100%. So, 43% is for the learners who are 4-piece learners recipients, and the 3% is or are for the overage learners.
So now, let's move to progression and completion. So based from the table, the completion rate of Ginadiongan Elementary School was quite high, which is 94.74% during the school year 2015 to 2016, but it dropped at 65.38% during the school year 2017 to 2018. So it means that fewer students who enrolled at first grade actually completed their primary school. So based from the data gathered, 9 out of 26 to grade 1 pupil in school year 2012 to 2013 were not able to complete their elementary education at Ginadiongan Elementary School in 2017 to 2018. According to the parents and community members who were interviewed, some of the pupils may have finished their primary schools in another school where they transferred. Also, poverty is another reason. So now, let's move to the learning outcome. So, the grade 3 pupils of Ginadiangan Elementary School who took the 2014 to 2015 language assessment for primary grades was actually higher compared to the national and regional level. So, the school obtained 85.56% compared to the national, which is 91.56, and regional 74.44. Also, the MPS of students in Tagalog and MTB was actually higher compared with the national and the regional. As for the grade 6 pupils who took the National Achievement Test, uh, based from the data gathered, it shows that across all the subjects, the data shows that the percentage of the school is quite high compared to the national and regional level. It is above 80%. The highest result is was in English, which is range at 93.75%, and the lowest is in the Filipino, which is 84.03%. Comparing the students' NAT scores from school year 2012 to 2011 to 2012 to school year 2014 to 2015, a student obtained the highest MPS in the school year 2012 to 2013, which ranged at 92.37%. According to the school report card of school year 2017 to 2018, is clearly stated that there is an improvement of the students' reading ability. More pupils were moved from non-reader to reading level, uh, from frustration to instructional level, and from instructional level to independent level. Additionally, from grade 5 to grade 6, pupils achieve the basic numeracy skills. But some of grade 1 pupil to grade 4 pupil fell short in mastery in the numeracy skills, which range to 75%. The school head said that the reason for this can be absenteeism, poor study habits, and incorrect materials or insufficient materials.
Good day, my name is Carlo P. Santana and allow me to discuss the methodology used in case study number 4, which is entitled The Weaver of Hope and Change, the story of Ginidiongan Elementary School that located in municipality of Copoocan, Leyte. So the researcher in the study is mainly focused on qualitative approach or methods to collect or acquire data. So to be specific, they use interviews, FGD or also known as focus group discussion, and also they use classroom observation, document review, and last is we have school survey. So they use it to collect or acquire data that they needed in the study. First is we have classroom observation. So the classroom observation, the researcher observes instructional materials and activities, various approaches to instruction and learning, grade level appropriate assessment, instrument, and effective questioning strategies. So this method or resources demonstrate teacher competencies, various approaches and concept for managing multi-grade classes. So parang sinasabi dito na yung pag-acquire ng knowledge and data is by observing inside the class or during the class. So dito is nalaman nga nila yung mga materials, mga activities, mga different assessment instrument, mga questioning strategies na ini-implement ng mga multi-grade teachers doon sa Ginidiongan Elementary School. So dito is parang yung nalaman nga nila yung paano i-handle ng mga teacher yung mga multi-grade classes doon sa Ginidiongan Elementary School. So next is we have document review. which means a variety of documents from the school, including the school profile, Ginidiongan population data, daily lesson plans, enrollment, learner classification, performance indicator, and student performance on the National Achievement Test or NAT, and language assessment for primary grades LAPG were examined and gathered by the researcher. These materials include both quantitative and qualitative data about the research and performance of the school. So kapag sinabi ng mga document review is dito is pinag-aaralan nila yung mga existing na mga data na or mga information, and also gumagawa din sila ng mga comparative report, and also they examine some DLPs na ginagamit or ini-implement dun sa Ginidiongan Elementary School. Dito nga is nalaman nila yung mga paano ba yung flow ng lesson sa multi-grade classroom dun sa Ginidiongan Elementary School. And also is ginamit din nila itong approach na to para ma-examine yung mga number of enrollees and also the performance of the school during the year 2014 to 2018. And next is we have focus group discussion and informant interview. So as I said earlier na ang ginamit nga nilang method is qualitative method or approach to gather acquire method. So yun nga is the researcher is nagconduct sila ng mga interviews and focus group discussion towards different stakeholders such as parents, school heads, and community member. So dito is nga nalaman nila yung mga thoughts ng mga parents sa mga teachers sa pag-handle ng mga anak nila in multi-grade classroom setting. And also same din sa teacher is dito is nalaman din nga ng mga researcher yung mga thoughts and experiences ng mga teachers patungkol dun sa mga multi-grade classroom about sa pag-handle. So dito is nalaman nila yung mga appropriate assessment, mga appropriate strategies, mga difficulties ng mga teachers. Dito is na-gather yun ng mga researcher. And also, pagdating naman sa school head, is mainly nag-focus sila dun sa pag-survive ng mga multi-grade classroom during ng may typhoon. Is dito is na-acquire nila yung knowledge doon, yung mga data na kailangan nila. So, basically, this approach is they acquire knowledge or information by face-to-face interaction. It can be face-to-face interaction. So, next is we have school survey. So kapag sinabi naman nating school survey, ito yung mga activity na ginagawa ng researcher na nag-ask sila ng mga question or nagtatanong sa mga tao para maka-acquire or maka-gather ng data or information. So sa kaso nga ng case study number 4 is nagconduct nga sila ng school survey with regards with availability of the ICT, internet, electronic resources such as computers, LCD projectors, and audiovisual equipment provided to the school through the DepEd Computerization Program or DCP. And also same process din is nag-acquire yung nga is nag-survey din sila sa mga teachers about dun sa mga appropriate na assessment, anong ginagamit nilang mga method. So nga lumabas nga yung traditional and non-traditional assessment na ginagamit ng mga teachers sa Ginidiongan Elementary School. So to conclude, so the case study number 4 use qualitative approach or method to acquire data such as interviews, document review, classroom observation, focus group discussion, and also school survey. So that's all for the methodology used in case study number 4. Thank you.
Good day everyone, I am Adeline Malyari and I will discuss the results comprising the advantages and disadvantages in the case study 4, The Weavers of Hope and Change, the story of Ginidiongan Elementary School. So under the results, there has been a massive parental and community involvement. And I will first discuss the parental support. Na-observe during school visits na mayroong magandang relationship ang mga multigrade teachers sa mga bata at sa mga pamilya nito. Kahit nga ang school head na nakatira sa kabilang barangay, kinonfirm ang binibigay na suporta ng mga tao within the school community and the respect as well na pinapakita sa mga multigrade teachers. Binanggit pa nga na ang mga parents na members ng Parent-Teacher Association ay school partners in planning and implementing school programs and activities. Nag-share din ang school head sa isang interview na at sinabi niya na yung mga parents daw napansin nila na dahil sa na-achieve ng school ang mga bata pati ang mga teachers inspired magtrabaho. At during the focus group discussion with parents, in-express nila yung gratitude nila sa mga teachers ng anak nila. Under community engagement, there is a shared aspiration of the school community. Kasi yung rebuilding of school after the Super Typhoon Yolanda, nakatatak na yun sa memories ng lahat ng tao sa community. And it will always be relived through the stories they tell. But what remains to be unwritten ay kung paano ang mga community survivors magiging beacons of hope and inspiration sa lahat ng mga bata sa Ginidiongan Elementary School, na mag-udyok ito sa kanila na makapagtapos ng pag-aaral at gamitin ito para sa greater good ng community. Community's high regard for multi-grade teachers. So, the parents and the community members interviewed realized that without the teachers' passion for and dedication to teaching, their children would not have been as diligent as they are today. The parents also entrusted the teachers the way they discipline their child, noting that the teachers treat the pupils as their own children. Dahil nga evident ang very strong and active participation ng different stakeholders during school visits, nag-grant sila ng SBM or the School-Based Management Level 3. And this SBM grant aims to further strengthen the decentralization efforts and improve the quality of learning services by sharing the decision-making power and authority of the school's division and district offices with the school level. This is in line with the Republic Act number 9155, or also known as the Governance of Basic Education Act of 2001, under which DepEd continues to provide SBM grants to eligible but disadvantaged schools that can be used to augment the school MOOE funds. Ang SBM approach to school governance, binigyan ng entire school ang Ginidiongan Elementary School ng boses sa key decision-making process na magbe-benefit ang school. In addition, the Ginidjangan Elementary School was able to bring all together all the stakeholders na mag-contribute ng time nila, effort, and resources sa pag-improve ng learning facilities and learning environments in preparation of the opening of classes. One of the school projects which the school head continues to support is the Pabasa project initiated by the former school head of the Ginidjangan Elementary School. And it was established with the consent of the parents and the community. At ang aim ng project na ito ay ma-improve ang reading level ng mga bata from frustration level to independent readers. So under the project, the school head and teachers, they jointly conduct monthly random oral reading tests among frustration readers, usually after the class. They are also constantly monitored by both teachers and parents. Minsan naman pinapatawag ang mga bata sa office para i-validate ang improvement na nireport ng teachers. Patuloy ding ini-implement ng school head ang National DepEd Annual Brigada Eskwela kung saan ang mga bata, parents, and community members nagvo-volunteer na maglinis ng classroom at magayos ng mga sirang upuan at lamesa na gagamitin ng mga bata. Ang next project naman ay i-maintain ang school's performance rating for the grade 6 NAT exam. So according to Ms. Nivera, the Ginidjangan Elementary pupils top the grade 6 NAT exam because they have very competent and dedicated teachers as well as very supportive parents. Decreasing enrollment dahil sa impact ng family planning and migration na programa ng Department of Health. Sa isang interview, sinabi ng isang parent na kahit tumutulong sila sa pag-distribute ng birth control pills, pinapayuhan pa rin nila ang mga nanay na tanggapin na lang pero huwag inumin kasi kapag wala ng pupils, wala ng age children enrollees, syempre magsasara ang school. Dahil nga nakatira sa coastal barangay, umaasa ang community na maging priority project ng local government ang pagtatayo ng national road network para makaabot or makakonect ang barangay nila sa ibang communities and institutions. Makakatulong ito sa mga elementary pupils na maka-access ng secondary education. For example, kapag graduate nila ng elementary, doon na sila mag-high school sa kalapit na barangay. And also, na-share rin nila na yung mga secondary students, nagsastruggle sila sa pagpasok sa school kasi nga kailangan pa nilang sumakay ng bangka. Ang iba naman, tumigil na talaga sa pag-aaral kasi nga due to travel constraints and especially the financial difficulty. Nagpaplano ang school na i-convert ang kindergarten makeshift classroom into a concrete standard classroom para maging conducive to learning para sa mga bata. Gusto rin nilang makapagpatayo ng playground, mini-gym, and multi-purpose hall para gagamitin ng mga bata and teachers sa iba't ibang school programs and activities. Nag-share ang isang multi-grade teacher na hindi fluent sa Waray na kailangan niyang matuto ng mother tongue doon, na kailangan niyang matuto ng Waray dahil hindi siya maintindihan ng mga pupils kasi nga ang mother tongue niya is Bisaya. So, mayroong language barrier during discussion and communication. And syempre, as a teacher, siya ang nag-a-adjust para ma-deliver niya ang lesson effectively, especially that language is the primary instrument of thought and the tool for communication inside the classroom. Amidst these challenges, the parents, the teachers, and the community members shared that they are willing to commit their best efforts to top other stakeholder support, for example, the funds and donations in keeping a favorable, safe, secure, and healthy environment for all the Ginidjangan pupils.
So, good morning everyone. Another case study that was assigned to us is the case study number 10, which is entitled Treading Past the Sea of Poverty, the story of Arawani Elementary School, is situated at Barangay Arawani, Daram, Samar, Eastern Visayas Region. before discussing the methodology used and the results of this case study, let's have first a discussion about a background of the Arawani community and also the school profile of Arawani Elementary School. Arawani is a close-knit community with a population of 391 residents. So the community is concentrated in a 15,000 square meter shoreline. So the residents are mostly related, belonging to the Kalyos or the Liao clans, fostering a strong familial bond. So in Arawani, most people are part of big families. It is either from the Kalyos or the Liao groups, Liao families. Imagine it like being part of one giant family where everyone is somehow connected, and that this makes the community really close and connected to each other. The Arawani, Barangay Arawani, is situated between the sea and rolling hills in Makeda Bay. Barangay Arawani, though part of Daram Islands municipality, the Arawani community stands somewhat isolated due to its distinctive topography. So it says that Arawani is located in the center of Makeda Bay, resting on a slender coastal area bordered by the sea and in the steppe hills. So even though it's part of Daram Island, functioning as an independent municipality, so kahit daw yung Arawani ay part ng Daram municipality, um, still yung community na yun ay nagpo-function as an independent community sa municipality na yon dahil nakaka-experience daw ang Arawani ng isolation na tinatawag from the rest of the town or from the Daram municipality due to its unique geographical features. So now let's move on to the geographical context of the Arawani community. So Arawani is bordered by Barangay Kabuboto on the north and Barangay Marupangdan on the south. It is surrounded by Barangay San Vicente naman on the west part and the Makeda Bay on the east part. The total land area is 195.2,171 hectares with a population density of 200 people per square kilometer. Let us know the livelihood of the people of Arawani. So it says that the residents are unable to use their hills or their land for agriculture and that they heavily rely on the sea for their livelihood. And it is also through water that they transport goods and people in and out of the community. So dahil nga ang Arawani community ay isolated nga sa ibang karatig na barangay o sa sentro ng kalakalan ay yung kanilang pamumuhay ay heavily rely sa dagat or yung nakapalibot sa kanila na dagat. Dahil nga yung lupa na nakapaligid sa kanila ay mga buron nga at mga lambak at hindi naman maaaring pagtamnan ng mga palay o iba pang mga pagkain na maaaring nilang gamitin sa pang-araw-araw. And also the Arawani has 13 fishing boats for transportation and commerce. Daily yields are sold to markets in Catbalogan City and nearby towns, supporting both local and regional economies. So, most of their daily yields or yung mga nakukuha nila sa pangingisda ay dinadala nila or tinatransport nila gamit ang mga bangka papunta sa market o doon sa mga city kung saan yun yung sentro ng kalakalan. At yung iba naman sa mga nahuli nila, yun na din yung kanilang kinukonsume araw-araw. Now, let's talk about the school profile of Arawani Elementary School. So, Arawani Elementary School was established in 1974 to address the educational needs of the growing population in the barangay. Hindi daw yung Arawani School ay siya yung nagre-reflect ng effort ng community para makapag-provide ng education dahil yung number ng mga batang nasa edad na para mag-aral ay tumataas na daw. Kaya may pangangailangan na upang magtayo ng mga paaralan sa kanilang lugar. The Decalis family are the first settlers of Arawani, and they also donated a 4,540 square meter land where the school stands. A bagong lipunan building with 2 classrooms constructed with concrete and lumber was erected on the donated land. So the initial infrastructure illustrates the humble beginnings of Arawani Elementary School. Arawani Elementary School is originally an incomplete primary school. And then later on they added a grade 4 and then grades 5 and 6 following the construction of one-room concrete school building funded by the provincial government of Samar. School's expansion of growth demonstrate a response to the evolving educational needs of the community. Arawani Elementary School is currently the only school in the barangay offering a complete elementary education with 3 combination classes, which is yung grades 1 and 2, grades 2 and 3, and grades 4 and 5. Now let's move on to the historical transition of the Arawani Elementary School. So before becoming a complete elementary school in year 2012, pupils transitioning to intermediate level had to enroll in and commute to Parasan Elementary School on a neighboring island. The neighboring island or the Parasan community are part of the Daram town, and it requires a 10-minute boat ride across a wide strait. Since 2012, the Arawani Elementary School offers complete elementary education, and students only need to go to Parasan High School for secondary education upon graduation. Now let's proceed to the school performance indicators of Arawani Elementary School. So here in table 86, it is the Arawani Elementary School enrollment from school year 2017 to 2018. So Arawani Elementary School has 3 combination classes, the grades 1 and 2, the grades 3 and 4, and the grades 5 and 6. They are handled by 3 different teachers. The teacher for grades 1 and 2 also serves as the school's kindergarten teacher. For school year 2017 to 2018, the school had an enrollment rate of 66 pupils, and 44% or 29 of the enrollees are boys, while 56% or 37 of them are girls. So in the last 2 years, none of Arawani's school age children were out of school, ages from 5 to 11 years old, as recorded in the Community-Based Management System or CBMS. This means that all school age children in the community were either enrolled at Arawani Elementary School or they are enrolled in other elementary schools nearby their towns or mga karatig barangay ng Arawani. In the last 4 years, the average enrollment in the school is 69 pupils, and there is a gradual decrease in the number of enrollees beginning from school year 2017 to 2016, which parents, community members, and teachers attribute to the following factors. First is the migration of residents to other barangays or towns, and other factors includes the decision of families with houses in urban centers o yung mga resident ng Arawani na may mga bahay naman sa mga urban places at doon na lang pinag-aral yung kanilang mga anak. Specifically yung Katbalogan and the Daram poblasyon, doon daw maraming bahay yung mga nakatira din sa Arawani. And the last factor is the decrease fertility rate of the community due to strong implementation of family planning and programs and campaigns of the government through the Barangay Health Center. So the average completion and cohort survival rates at Arawani Elementary School for the last 4 years, as you can see, are the same at 79%. The average promotion and graduation rates are both perfect at 100%. No dropout was recorded for the past 4 years. Although this does not necessarily mean that all pupils finish grade school at Arawani Elementary School, given their cohort survival and completion rates are both at 79% only. For school year 2017 to 2018, the school recorded a 25% decrease in transition rate from 100% in school year 2016 to 2017. So teachers attribute this decline to pupils transferring to bigger schools as they transition to the intermediate level. So that would be all for my part. Thank you for listening. Ms. K. Idalia will continue the discussion about the factors affecting the performance of Arawani Elementary School.
Let's proceed to the factors affecting the performance of Arawani Elementary School in multi-grade teaching and learning. So the first factor affecting the performance of students in Arawani Elementary School is contextualization. So yung research team nag-observe sila during class hours. At ang naobserbahan nila is yung mga teachers, they employed various contextualization approaches. So they use local resources to augment or to provide or as an alternatives of the learning materials of pupils toward enriching their experiential learning. So as you can see in the picture, Sa art class ni Miss Jen Isanan, grades 1, 2, and kindergarten advisor, so the pupils were asked to mold human shapes out of clay. So instead of using modeling clay that are bought commercially, so si Miss Isanan, nagdala siya ng isang plangganang moist soil na makukuha doon sa schoolyard. At binigyan niya yung mga pupils ng tagdadalawang puno ng kamay kada isa. So instead na bumili ng modeling clay, ang ginawa ni Miss Isanan, nagkuha na lang siya doon sa schoolyard ng school. At para na din makaiwas sa gastos or makabawas sa gastos yung mga magulang ng mga bata. So next factor is class schedule. So dito meron tayong DepEd Order number 47 series of 2016, also known as the Omnibus Policy on Kindergarten Education. So this prohibits fusing the kindergarten class with other grade levels, even multi-grade school. So ibig sabihin, hindi pwedeng ipagsabay ang kindergarten sa ibang grade levels, or dapat talaga is nakaseparate ang kindergarten class sa ibang classes. So dito sa Arawan Elementary School, ang ginawa nila, yung pang morning, grades 1 and 2, and pang hapon is kindergarten. Although bawal pa rin, kasi dapat kailangan magkaibang advisor yung hawak sa mga classes. So next is the remediation and review for good student performance. So to ensure that students perform well in reading, grade 1 pupils who struggle to read are usually asked to join the afternoon class of kindergarten students as a remedial measure. So sa table, as noted from the Philippine Informal Reading Inventory results conducted during the school year 2016 to 2017, for the grades 2 to 6 pupils of Arawan Elementary School, the school did not have non-readers for both English and Filipino. However, there is a high number of frustration level readers in English, where half of the student body tested indicated difficulty with comprehension and word recognition. So through persistent remediation from the teachers, the school was able to reduce its number of frustration level readers by 23%, as evident in the English post-test, while increasing the instructional and independent readers to 18 pupils each, from 15 and 14 respectively. So for Filipino, the number of frustration level and independent readers was the same during the pretest at 21, with instructional level pupils at 18. So through remediation and other intervention, the school was able to reduce the frustration level readers by 33% in the post-test and increase the number of instructional and independent readers. So aside from regular reading remediation, the school also usually conducts weekly review for grade 6 pupils taking the National Achievement Test or NAT examinations. So this review happens every Friday from 3 p.m. onwards. So next is the instructional delivery. So sa mother tongue classes, which is, ang nandun is grade 1 and grade 2, and sa Filipino naman, grade 5 and grade 6. So they used whole class approach. Nagkakaiba lang sa application ng mga activities and assessment for the specific grade levels or for each grade level. So these differentiated activities were used and learners were grouped according to their cognitive abilities, grade level, or their interest and abilities. So under ng class ni Ms. Isanan sa mother tongue na subject, pupils were required to read a selection, and after which, differentiated engagement activities were given to 3 groups. So these groups were based on their abilities. So merong grupong magre-report, may grupong magdo-drawing, at meron namang grupong kakanta. And sa mathematics class naman ni Miss Marabel Alinsoot, nandun ang grade 5 and 6. So mixed ability grouping was employed. Next is the classroom management. So classroom management is not a problem for the multi-grade teachers at Arawan Elementary School. So they were able to maintain discipline and order throughout the lessons. The pupils were focused on their work, and if there was any noise, it was academic related. So si Mrs. Sanan, she used reverse psychology in handling misbehaving students. So for example, merong mga students na naglalakad-lakad at merong mga students na may ingay. Ang ginagawa niya, yung rest of the class, sinabihan niya lang na pakinggan or tingnan yung mga estudyanteng naglalakad-lakad at pakinggan yung mga estudyanteng nag-iingay. So, syempre, ikaw, halimbawa, maingay ka or naglalakad-lakad ka tapos pinagtitingnan ka ng mga classmates mo, ano ang gagawin mo? Syempre, magbe-behave ka. And also, sa classroom management, shifting seating arrangements is employed by the grades 3 and 4 teachers, si Miss Mary Jane Tabian. Ang ginagawa niya, alternate. So, boy, girl, boy, girl. And also, sa higher level, clapping has become automatic every time the teacher says, very good to a pupil. So, once na, sinabihan ng teacher yung estudyante na very good, so automatic, magpapalakpakan yung mga classmates niya, magpapalakpakan yung mga estudyante. So, next is the learning assessment. So, as what we have seen in the school profile of Arawan Elementary School, the teachers use traditional and non-traditional methods for evaluating pupils' learning outcomes or performance. So, traditional methods, this include paper and pencil quiz, recitation, worksheet, seat work, assignment, project, output, essay, and standardized test. So, all paper-based assessments are collected and kept in individual output folders of the pupil. So, makikita niyo po yun sa picture. So, these folders are given to the parents during Portfolio Day. This is an initiative of DepEd Regional Office 8, which is organized by schools simultaneously with quarterly releasing of cards and recognition ceremonies. So, for non-traditional methods, they use anecdotal record, demonstration or actual performance, portfolio assessment, teacher observation, teacher checklist, and analysis of pupils' outputs. So pupils' artistic performances are also staged during Portfolio Day, along with the Parents Teachers Advisor Conference and the quarterly Parents and Teachers Association or the PTA meeting. So this initiative was launched on March 14, 2017 through Regional Memorandum Number 66, Series of 2017, and pursuant to DepEd Order Number 36, Series of 2016, entitled Policy Guidelines on Awards and Recognition for the K-12 Basic Education Program. So with regard to the school-level innovation, teachers at Arawan Elementary School developed reusable assessment tools such as printed worksheets that were covered on top by clear plastic sheets. So these worksheets, ang ginawa ng mga teachers, kinabera nila ng plastic, clear plastic sheets or yung transparent. So ang ginagawa na lang ng mga estudyante is aansera nila yun gamit ang whiteboard marker or yung marker na pwedeng maibura. So, in devising such innovative material, so the school was able to avoid additional financial costs. So, makakaiwas pa sila sa gastos. Makakaiwas sila sa pagpapaprint ng mga worksheets. And also, according to the multi-grade teachers, the main reason they developed this kind of assessment tools, so wala silang photocopying machine sa kanilang community. Kasi ang meron sa labas na ng syudad nila. Next, teaching and learning facilities and resources. So, Arawan Elementary School has 3 classrooms for its 66 students. So, ibig sabihin, 22 students kada classroom. So, through the DepEd Computerization Program or DCP, which provides public schools with ICT equipment that would facilitate the teaching and learning process. Our one elementary school received much needed technologies. So sa tulong ng DCP, yung Arawan Elementary School is nabigyan sila ng mga technologies na kakailanganin sa pagturo ng mga estudyante. So, halimbawa dito ay ang mga computer sets, LCD projectors, printer, and a laptop. So, makikita niyo po sa table yung quantity ng mga technologies na ibinigay ng DCP. So, the grades 5 and 6 homeroom class was remodeled and now also serves as the school's e-classroom. So, meron din silang e-classroom. Unfortunately, yung 7 computer sets na provide ng school na damage. So, meron na lang isang natira. So, ginagamit yun para maging familiar yung mga learners sa hardware parts ng computer. So, next is the learning resources. So, kung makita nyo sa table, according to its latest school report card, the school has inadequate number or amount of learners materials, particularly in grades 1, 5, and 6. So, sa grade 1, there is a shortage of 13 LMS in 5 subject areas. So, these are ESP, Filipino, Math, English, and AP. And 3 LMS for MAPE and MTB-MLE or the mother tongue. So, sa grade 5 naman, lahat ng subject except sa ESP, they lack 11 LMS each for a total of 77 learning material shortfall. So, this is more than 3 times what was recorded in school year 2014-2015. So, kung makikita nyo sa table. So, this situation is much more disturbing for grade 6, where there is a shortage of 10 LMS in all subjects, increasing the number of lacking LMS from 24 to 80 in just 2 years. So, the last is teaching resources. So, yung school, naka-receive sila ng copy ng BLD's Multi-Grade Teaching and Learning Package galing sa division office. So, yung mga teachers, they are very thankful for the ready-made lesson plans and worksheets kasi makakatulong ito para mas ma-deliver nila ng maayos yung lesson sa kanilang mga klase. And they were hoping na mag-develop pa ang DepEd ng additional MGTLP or Multi-Grade Teaching and Learning Package na mako-cover lahat ng academic school year or even academic week or weeks. Hindi lang yung first week or yung first quarter na yun yung laman ng unang binigay ng BLD. Yun lang.
Hello everyone, I am Viriam Sahalamani, and for the continuation of the methodology, we have teaching resources, multi-grade environment, which is governance. Under it is school management, monitoring supervision, DepEd schools, division of summer, teacher competence and quality, support in infrastructure and services, parent support and involvement, and community involvement. So it said that teaching resources available and being used for multi-grade instruction are the minimum learning competencies, BOW, teacher's guide manual, session guides, and lesson plans. Except for the DepEd BLD developed BOW or BOW, all of these resources were made by the teachers. The school received a copy of the BLD's Multi-Grade Teaching and Learning Package or MGTLP from the school's division office. The teachers are thankful for the ready-made lessons plans and worksheets since these greatly help in the delivery of their lessons. They are hoping that DepEd will develop additional MGTLP materials that will cover all academic weeks and not just the first weeks of each quarter, the ones included in the current MGTLP set. Next is the multi-grade environment, and the governance in the school. Number one is the school management. So, Mr. Bulan is handling multiple schools of all of which are both right away from one another. And it has made it difficult for Mr. Bulan to perform his supervisory duties. His monitoring efforts included doing regular classroom observations, checking lesson plans, and ensuring their alignment to the BOW, conducting regular meetings and conferences with teachers and or parents, managing Learning Action Cell or LAC sessions, and regularly evaluating and monitoring teacher performance. In Arawane Elementary School, the LAC sessions are conducted every first and last Friday of the month. The school head would typically show instructional videos, and the teacher would then reenact the teaching methods shown in the videos or develop outputs based on the knowledge they have gained from the video. The school's ESIP for school year 2016 to 2018 was developed by the school planning team headed by Ms. Alin Soot in the collaboration with the Barangay Local Government Unit or the BLGU of Arawane. And the ESIP discusses the school's key performance indicators, risk assessments, gap analysis, budget, priority areas for improvement, and numerous project work plans and budget, matches, and among others. Next is the monitoring supervision. Public Schools District of Daram 1 Arawani Elementary School falls under the jurisdiction of Daram 1 District. One of the two districts of the municipality of Daram, it is headed by Mr. Jose Nelson M. Lozano, who was assigned as PSDC of Daram since July 2016. Based on a multi-grade school survey form, Arawan Elementary School is visited monthly by the district supervisor who monitors and evaluates the teacher's performance. The PSDS typically uses the report submitted by the school heads in determining which schools to visit and to be given technical assistance. He also uses the quarterly EMPS to determine which subject areas should be focus of the planned interventions when it comes to capacitating teachers on multi-grade instruction. The district sends in one of its multi-grade scholars who completed 2 summer trainings in Iloilo to give technical assistance on developing multi-grade pedagogical skills. For training, for training needs that the district cannot address, a recommendation for capacity building intervention is forwarded to the school's division office. Admittedly, the PSDS was not able to do school visits as often as before since the ED's Rationalization Program 17 kicked off in 2015. Next is the DepEd Schools Division of Samar. Arawin Elementary School is one of the 220 pure multi-grade schools scattered across the mountains, terrains, and isolated islands of Samar Division. There are also, as of 2017, 972 teachers handling combination classes in the 29 public school districts. It is the task of Mr. Faustino Tubes, Division MG Coordinator, to ensure the quality delivery of the multi-grade program. And Mr. Tobes has employed new ways to connect or coordinate with multi-grade schools under his supervision. Being the division ALS coordinator, he informally assigned the district ALS coordinators or DALSC and mobile teachers reporting to him as focal persons for their district's multi-grade schools. Mr. Tobes stops these DALSCs, the mobile teachers, for a quick and more efficient dissemination of communication to MG schools, as well as the retrieval of needed reports for submission. Whatever they physically report to the division to brief Mr. Tubes the status of their district's ALS implementation, they also take the chance to bring with them the reports or data requested from the multi-grade schools whose teachers, unlike them, do not receive transportation allowance. In monitoring multi-grade schools, the schools division adopted the MG monitoring checklist they devised from a format downloaded from the regional office or see Appendix A. The checklist includes the school profile asking for the basic statistical data of the school plus the special hardship allowance received by teachers and availability of curriculum guide and BOW copies. And it also aims to identify problems which may affect the delivery of multi-grade education, assesses the solutions implemented in the school, and surveys recommendation in case initial solutions are not enough. Aside from the monitoring checklist, the school divisions also use the teaching and learning observation guide. Next is the teacher competence and quality. So, the dedication and the dedication and adaptability of Miss Mary Jane Tabianan, Miss Allen Soot, and Miss Isanan in transitioning the teaching multi-grade classes are truly commendable. Their commitment to learning on the job, receiving mentoring from colleagues, and attending regional and formal training sessions showcase their continuous effort to enhance their teaching skills. The informal LAC sessions during lunch breaks and specialized training on differentiated instruction and bridging processes have undoubtedly equipped them with valuable tools to effectively manage multi-grade classrooms. And Miss Isanan's tech-savvy nature and proficiency in using ICT tools like LCD projector have been beneficial for the school, especially in teaching ICT lessons to the intermediate pupils. Her role is submitting school data online and being appointed as the school's ICT coordinator highlights her dedication and expertise in this area. Also, her participation in the multi-grade summer training program and subsequent technical support to the school's division's multi-grade program showcase her commitment to continuous learning and improvement. And she is recognized as the most outstanding multi-grade teacher in the 2016 Schools Division of Summer Passing Dongog as a statement to her hard work and dedication to the multi-grade program. Next is the support, infrastructure, and services. The school's utilization of the outdoor handwashing facility funded by the SBM grant project showcased their commitment to providing essential facilities for the students. And number two, health and nutrition programs at Arawane elementary schools. The teachers' initiative with the Adapt a Child program is truly wonderful. The way they share their meals with pupils from economically challenged families shows their care and dedication to the students' well being. And it's inspiring to see how the teachers go above and beyond the support the students, fostering a sense of community and inclusivity at the school. Next is the parents' support and involvement. Next is the parent support and involvement. The parents at Arawani Elementary Schools are truly amazing. It's they are willing to contribute free labor for repairs and constructions not just during Brigada Eskwela but also during Tmgc and other community activities. Their dedication to improving the school environment through volunteering and fundraising is inspiring. And the school heads quarterly meetings with parents to discuss effective parenting techniques and study habits show a strong commitment to the students' academic success. Next is the community involvement. The community come together during Fiesta to celebrate their culture through local dances like Lady Days and Kuratsa. The fundraising pageants involving kids like such a fun and meaningful way to support the school's repair and upkeep. and especially considering the frequent typhoons the areas and the support from the BLGU with materials for Brigada Escuela and active participation in schools developed through the SGC shows a strong commitment to the school success. And it's truly a collaborative effort that benefits the entire community and the students' education. Now let's move on to the results. The school as a resources to the community. So the multi-grade school in Arawane is like a hub for the community and not just for education but also as a shelter during disaster and a place for gatherings. The strong bond between the school and the community shows in how everyone pitches in to support it, whether it's with labor or funds. Next is the strong commitment of multi-grade teachers. Really amazing how having teachers from the community can make such a positive impact on student performance. Miss Alinsoot dedication to her students, even going as far as financing classroom improvements and sports equipments, shows the level of commitment these teachers have, and their pledge to stay and retire in the school demonstrates their deep connection to the community and the school success. Next is the strong support from the school division office. So, Mr. Tobes, with his multi-grade teaching experience, is making a difference in summer schools. His focus on assessing and supporting the teachers really shows his dedication to the program. And the fact that all multi-grade teachers in summer receive their special hardship allowance is a big win for the division. Next is the innovation from the regional office. So the Portfolio Day initiative and the test item bank are such great ideas to enhance teaching and learning. The annual capacity building trainings and recognition through the Pasindongog Awards show a strong commitment to improve education in remote areas. Next is the collaborative innovations. So, we can see the collaboration between schools and higher depth ed offices leading to innovative initiatives like the daily reading remediation for non-readers in the RAM 1, the two-pronged approach with after-class reading sessions and peer tutoring. So they are a great way to boost reading proficiency in the students and the flexibility and scheduling like having separate classes for different grade levels shows a commitment to meeting the diverse needs of students. And it's also amazing to hear about the Bahan Deham Daram storybook that celebrates local literature and helps students connect with their mother tongue. And the reusable assessment tool using clear plastic sheets is such a clever idea for cost effective and sustainable teaching materials. Next is the effective multi-grade pedagogy. So, it's amazing how at the teachers at Arawane Elementary School focus on developing higher order thinking skills in their students through questioning techniques, and they are dedicated to continuous improvement by sharing new pedagogical approaches learned from training sessions like Miss Isanan did in Iloilo. And the commitment to learning and sharing through regular LAC sessions shows their dedication to enhance their multi-grade teaching skills. Now let's move to the issues with learning materials. So there are some challenges with obtaining teaching and learning materials at Arawani Elementary School. The process of claiming materials at the school's division office instead of having them delivered door to door has created difficulties, especially for remote multi-grade schools like Arawani Elementary School. The higher transportation cost, coupled with little MOOE funds, put a financial burden on school heads, impacting the availability of resources for the students. And it seems like distribution process for learning materials has worsened the shortage in summer's multi-grade schools, and that affects Arwani Elementary School, and the shortage of learning materials in various subject areas has had a negative impact on students in grades 1, 5, and 6. This shortage may have contributed to a decline in math results, especially in science, where students perform poorly due to the lack of necessary materials. And it seems that while there isn't a severe shortage of MTB MLE learning materials, the available materials are in different dialect from what the students and teachers use. And to adapt, teachers had to adjust the materials to match the local dialect, and they also integrated the community's experiences with natural disasters into their lesson plans, impacting the delivery of lessons and possibly affecting the NAT performance of the students.